Alright, hello everyone, and welcome for VTC Grand Finals between MnM and Numelops. We didn't miss anything. This is the last warm-up, so it will start straight away. Let's see how this will go. Let me just show my stream real quick. Yeah, hey T-Dog. Coming right on time. Because the match is starting right now, no time to warm up. Truckmania Grand League just ended, so they even waited for actually Turbo and myself to join in. So here we go. This map will be played in with 4 maps, and total round score will count. And it's played till 7, I guess, without tennis mode then. And yeah, let's see how this will go. It's 3v3, like the matchmaking mode. Numelops in blue, MnM in red, and already a crash for Numelops, but they still have top 2 with Nod and Zykos. So let's see how this will play out. For Numelops, it's still a Numelops round, but yeah, even though Mawile is in last, Nod and Zykos have to keep first and third at worst to get this round in. This map looks really yeah, special for a tech map, to say the least, but it's a map actually by Nevermind, who is playing right now for MnM Gaming, the veteran of this team. And Nod and Zykos will keep top 2 and will get the first point in for Numelops. And Yovag. Let me see if my score is correct. Yeah, we have Numelops in blue and MnM in red. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't have any time to set up this whatsoever, so if there's any issue with the stream, just tell me. Because yeah, I might have overlooked some stuff right here, like sound balance, if I'm on the right screen, etc, etc. Alright, so round number 2. So we have a Razor, Nevermind, and Speedy for MnM's 3 veterans against Not, Zykos, and Mawile. And yeah, this round doesn't look great at all for Numelops. Zykos and Mawile crashed. So MnM looks to take this round. Yeah, Nod is in first, but he's alone for Numelops. So unless the MnM players make a lot of mistakes, this should be a point for MnM. Nevermind made a mistake, but he's still in 4th place. So yes, the MnM players can take it safe at this point. Of course, if you won't see Pac playing for MnM, he's of course fully committed to. She's of course fully committed to TMGL, so you won't see Pac in this match for MnM Gaming, but yeah, they might not need him because yeah, we have a really strong lineup on MnM side with a lot of veteran players. Like yeah, Speedy, Razor, and Nevermind. All 3 are active in the tech scene for a very long time, playing these team tech tournaments for a very long time. So the score is 1-1. On Numelops side as well now, we have yeah, a lot of really experienced players. This Team Cup seems to drag a lot of old dogs into the game. Oh, and we have a mistake again for Mawile. Not a really good start of the match for Mawile. The situation isn't that bad for Numelops, at least not yet. Because now that Zykos dropped down, it is now really tough for Numelops. MnM in prime position to score a second round. Nevermind and Speedy just have to save this last jump, which yeah, doesn't even look that difficult. So they will take the round home, and MnM will take the lead. MnM will take the lead with a 2-1 score. Oh, a nice point limit of 69 on the server. I'm proud of my former team. Here we go, round number 4. Oh, I see a crash. I couldn't see who it was. It was someone from MnM. I believe it was Nevermind. Yeah, it was Nevermind. The mapper himself. Oh, no, yeah, I was stuck on Nevermind's POV. But yeah, this round looks actually pretty good. It's a nice situation even for Numelops right now. Good opportunity to tie up the score. Yeah, this corner looks pretty tight, but all 5 players will make it. Still a top 2 for Numelops. Marwal dropped down a bit, battling with Speedy now. The round is still well in favor of Numelops. And into the last jump we go. Zykos jumping really far to the right, but he will make it safely. And yeah, Zykos and Nod will give this round to Numelops. The score is 2-2 now. If you just tune in, and thanks for the follow, Jovan. But yeah, if you just came into the stream, the format is 4 maps played till 7 each, and the total round score will decide the winner of the match. So every single round will count for the final results. So let's see how this will play out. Really close match so far. It can go either way on this first map. Ooh, and crash by Nevermind. So once again, it's a really good opportunity for Numelops to score, with Mawile and Zykos in prime position. Zykos going very wide, but no need to lift. He knows what he's doing. Zykos and Mawile still in prime positions right now. Razor can put some pressure in, but since Nod is in 4th place, the round will go to Numelops either way. And that will be the case. The point 46. And I think that's a fast time, but I didn't actually have time to check any of the world records. So yeah, the score is now 3-2 on map number 1 in favor of Numelops. Important thing to I forgot what I was saying. Oops. I was just saying important thing to note, and then I forgot what it was, so I guess it wasn't that important. But yeah, these teams, they came out, it was a single elimination bracket for this tournament. Old school one single elimination bracket. And I would say the 2 best teams in the tournament on paper made it to the finals. Since 4 Wheels wasn't signed up, We Are Positive obviously wasn't signed up. Oh my god, I see 1 player from each side dropping down. It was Nevermind and Zykos. So now we have Nod in first, and Speedy got a slowdown. So now this round will go in favor of Numelops. What a close round. 56.588 by Nod. A bit slower than the previous round, but man, it's worth the same amount of points. Yeah, I remember now what I wanted to say. Yeah, what's important to note is that since every round counts, you see this first map is close and can go either way. But each round can go either way, so if somehow the score could end up like 7-4 or something for either of these teams, it could be a really big advantage. So even if you cannot win the map anymore, it will be really important to lose by the smallest margin possible. Otherwise it could really be a huge handicap on the upcoming maps, because this match might be close on most of the maps. So any big gaps could be huge. I mean, huge for the final result, and really difficult to fill in. We have a really tight battle between Nevermind and Zykos for first place, but right when I say that Zykos will crash and his teammates were too far back anyway. So now we have an ace for MnM. And MnM, who maybe are boosted by the really good performance of Pac, so it can be a really great evening for MnM actually. Because Pac scored 100 and he scored 110 points in this TMGL step. And yeah, it is Nod's first mistake in 7 rounds indeed, Azura. You're really right to point this out. Nod playing a really solid match. Unfortunately, we don't have... if someone at NDO hears this, please give us the matchmaking UI for team mode, because it would be so great. I mean, the matchmaking UI is so great and this one is so bad. and we can't even see individual scores. But yeah, Nevermind crashed early on. So now we have Numelops with in prime position, especially now since Razor crashed as well. So we have 3 Numelops players at the front, and now all the MnM players dropped down. So it's even an easy ace at this point for Numelops. They can just safely cruise it to the end. They can safely cruise it to the end. Let's see what Zyko's time will be. 0.62, okay, not the fastest round so far, but the new players could save it for half of the track, so it would have been surprising to see a mega time on that particular round. Right, so score is now 5-3, unless I messed up my score over there, which I will check real quick. And I didn't. I'm amazing. Oh, and I see Zykos dropping down early on. Ah, that's unfortunate for Zykos. It's not over yet for Numelops though. Mawai and Nod aren't in bad positions at all. So they can still give the round to their teams. They need first and third. So yeah, it's difficult, but it's doable. No mistakes on MnM's side, even though Razor is 2/10 behind. Oh, I see, never mind. I think he had to release to avoid a crash. Oh, but Nod will completely fly out of the map, and now this point will surely go to MnM, who will score the 4th point in this match and keep it close. Yeah, Speedy should take this round. Speedy going really, really wide, but nothing to worry about. I thought for a second that Razor would not make it, but yeah, he did. That jump isn't too tight, so... Score is now 5-4. Tight first map. Really, really tight. It can go either way. It can go either way. And pretty much as expected. I mean, this matchup is even on paper and on track right now. Not with an early mistake, I think, or was it Zykos again? I think both Zykos and Nod are far behind. Yes, they are both over 6/10 behind. So now Mawai is alone, and it's a really difficult situation because now MnM can just save, cruise it to the end. No way the other would catch 6/10. So they can just cruise it, and yeah, Mawai with a mistake as well. But yeah, it doesn't matter that much at this point. So MnM will cruise to an easy ace. And tie up the score at 5-5. Oh, never mind, will not make it into finish, but that won't change anything. It will only prevent the ace. It will only prevent the ace. Five now. It's close. It's close, and yeah, who will take this map number 1? 5-5. Both teams are 2 rounds away from taking map number 1. Mawai with quite a bad start. I see a lot of red players at the front, but turns out Numelops isn't in too bad of a situation. Zykos and Nod can still take it. They will need, however, first and third. And right now it's not the case. They are first and third actually for a brief moment. But Razor will quickly come back to first with Nevermind close behind. Nod, however, with a great transition, will come back. This line is a bit too wide, however, and now the situation is critical. They will have to risk the last corner, and there's nothing you can gain really. And yeah, I think it will even be an ace for MnM. Maybe Nod will prevent the ace. He will, but the point will go to MnM. And it is the first map point of the day. And it will be in favor of MnM. It will be in favor of MnM. 6-5, and this match point is actually pretty important for MnM because they have an opportunity to get a 2-point lead after map 1, like a secured 2-point lead, and Mobile will crash, so yeah, and not as well. So I think this is it for map number 1, and yeah, that means they can take away a 2 points advantage coming into map 2 instead of yeah, just a 1 map advantage, which is you know, isn't that big of a lead. But now they will get a 2-point advantage, and it's already, you know, that little bit more difficult to catch up for Numelops in the upcoming 3 maps. So let's see how this will play out. It can be pretty long actually. If all 4 maps are super tight, man, we can be here for a really long time, and my glass of water is empty, so that will be tough for me. I think I will get a refill after this map. But yeah, Zykos will win this last round with a really good time, 56.39, fastest time in the entire map, but in the entire match, but doesn't matter. It's still a point for MnM. MnM will take map 1 with a 7-5 score. And yeah, it should be a close one for... yeah, it's promising. We might see a good show. We'll probably see a good show, because this map 1 was good Trackmania action, so... I want to see more on the upcoming maps. I want to see more. So yeah, be right back. We have a few more warm-ups coming into map 2. I will just fill in my glass of water, otherwise I will just die. So yeah, be right back. Alright, I'm back and hydrated. So map number 2 will be Heat Seeker by Trezen and Manox. Let me find out real quick the record. Campaigns, velocity. Oh, it's called VTC. VTC campaign. Heat Seeker. WR is 58.162 by UC, but it's pretty close behind him. Flyer has 182, Crucial for MnM has 187. I think Ratchet is playing for MnM, he has 218. Suya for Numelops has 268. Sioman for MnM has 377. And we have Horny with 525 for Numelops as well. So I think it's another map that can go either way. Let's see how this will play out. So looks like we have Crucial, Tioman and Ratchet. Theoman, who is yeah, kinda... I mentioned how MnM lineups on the previous map was full of veterans. For Theoman, it's the complete opposite. Theoman is yeah, really new and rising player in the tech scene, and it's nice to see two new faces. Because yeah, the tech scene right now, at least in the upper divisions, is yeah, consisting of a lot of experienced players, and yeah, we can see still new faces, so that's great. And yeah, Theoman improved quite quickly, and that gave him the opportunity to be in MnM's main lineup. So now he's in one of the best tech place to be. It's a really stable team, one of the most stable team. Yeah, Numelops and MnM are probably two of the most stable team in Trackmania, I would say. Both teams are around for so long. I mean, was formerly Fun Team, so this team is like 10 years old or something, and under the MnM game name since 2015. Meanwhile, yeah, for Numelops, it's a bit more recent, but it's now it's been quite a while now since the Mysterious Monkey era, and yeah, teams that remain really stable over the years. So I don't know how many more warm-ups, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, both teams have already won team tournaments in the tech scene. Numelops, of course, won many of them. Meanwhile, MnM is often reaching really far, but not often winning the whole thing. So they would be eager to win it, even though Eager isn't in the lineup anymore. Ha 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 ha. But yeah, I think MnM won. Yeah, MnM won CPS 20. I may be wrong with the number, but they won CPS 20. And yeah, it's they won it over PKD as well, who was probably the team to beat at the time. So who is now known as under the Proxies name, but PKD back then was a lot stronger than Proxies right now. The Proxies lineup, yeah, kinda losing motivation, and their team leader Link now focused more on TMTR. So yeah, I'd like to BM the chat and say one more quotation mark. Oh, looks like it will be live. Okay, great. No, not even need to put some pressure in then. We are going live again. So Ratchet, Tillman, and Crucial, all 3 new players for MnM. They will play against Flyer, UC, and Soya. So 3 new players for Numelops as well. 6 different players on the field compared to map number 1. That's how stacked these lineups are. They can both teams can yeah, interchange their players. They can just replace a player by another, and that allows each player to focus on one map, which is yeah, of course, always greatly appreciated. When I was active in tech competition, I was always preferring to just focus on one map. We see quite a lot of mistakes, however, on this first round, and it's favoring MnM right now with Crucial and Theoman in first and third, 2 French players for MnM. Should be able to take this one home, especially since his teammate Ratchet is in 4th. So yeah, this first blood on map 2 will go to MnM. Quite a messy first round. But yeah, this map looks pretty difficult, like the previous one, so maybe we will see a bit more runs like this. Manox maps have always been tough in my opinion, at least to get consistent on. Really tight corners in his maps usually. So yeah, round number 2. And Ratchet in first, but still in favor of Numelops. Stillman and Crucial actually off to a really bad start. They're over 2 tenths back. I mean, really bad start at this level, of course. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, even Ratchet now is struggling to keep up. So even though he's right behind them, it's still well in favor of Numelops. It's even an ace at this point. Not anymore. Surya got passed by Ratchet. UC and Flyer don't have to worry about Ratchet actually. They can just play it safe. Actually, not too much because Surya is back in 5th. But yeah, Flyer will snipe anyway Ratchet for first place. Really close round. Wow, 400 of a second only. And Flyer will get this round to his team. It actually didn't matter because Soya got back in force. So, and even that wouldn't have mattered. So yeah, Flyer didn't need to take that risk, but I don't think he risked it anyway. And yeah, 1-1 once again, a close match in perspective. With a tight score. So the overall score is still 8-6 for MnM Gaming. Oh, I see a player dropping down. It is a Numelops player. It is Soya. He clipped the inside of the road right here. However, it's all hopes are not lost for Numelops, Flyer, and UC have to take first and third, and they can still do it, especially now that Crucial crashed, and Theoman as well. Soya is actually back to fifth. So first and fourth now would be enough, even second and third. And it looks pretty damn good because it's actually 2v1 up front, so they can even let Ratchet go at this point. Yeah, Soya even back to fourth, so now this run will surely go to Numelops. Oh, but Flyer will crash! Unnecessary mistake by Flyer right here. Ooh, close calls. Thank God Crucial and Theoman were so far back. That could have been costly, but yeah. Warning without any consequence for Flyer right here. So yeah, this mistake won't be punished. And the score is 2-1 for Numelops on map number 2. 8-7 for MnM overall. This time nobody will clip the inside right here of the black road. I don't know if I should call them platform or something, or just black roads. But yeah, right now this round is for Numelops, but it can go either way, especially now since Ratchet is in first. It's still round for Numelops. But yeah, can go either way still. We have two battles, but Theoman will crash, so now it will be tight for MnM, because Flyer and Soya are in prime position. Flyer will land on his back, so I think respawn is allowed. So he might be able to still finish, but Soya now has to take first. It might not even be enough at this point. He needs UC to come back as well. Soya and UC will have to get a good end, and none of them will get a good end. Soya will even faceplant into the last corner, into the last apex. So yeah, quite a up and down round, and yeah, fortunate turn of events for MnM right here. MnM able to tie up the score on map number 2, and yeah, then get back to a 2-point lead overall with a 9-7 score. Oh, I see someone slowing down. It was a Numelops player, and I think it was even 2 Numelops players. Because Soya is 5th in 6/10 back, and UC even further back. So MnM can save it at this point. Yeah, MnM can definitely save it at this point. 7/10 to spare. Let's see, Flyer is in first, but that doesn't matter at this point. He can only cross his fingers for mistakes on the other side, but that won't happen. They won't do the same gift. And MnM will take the lead for the first time on this map. Actually, no, they won round number 1, didn't they? Yes, they won round number 1. I'm stupid. Oh, I see a crash. This time it's for MM player. It was Theoman. Theoman will drop down, and Ratchet with the Pittsburgh Knights skin. That's funny. Because that team isn't around in Trackmania anymore. But yeah, Flyer and UC at top 2, well in front of Ratchet. Ratchet actually alone. It's the opposite situation as the previous round. With 2 MnM players pretty far back. So UC and Flyer should take this round home, I guess. Ratchet will come back at UC, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Oh, and Flyer will bonk into the finish, but again, it's another warning without consequence. But it will be a nice for Numelops nonetheless. So the score is now 3-3. Score is now 3-3. Still a really close match. These teams really can't differentiate each other. Still oh, UC with a terrible landing will drop down pretty far back. Suya and Flyer can still make it though. They need first and third. If Numelops want to take this round. UC isn't that far back actually. He can still take advantage of any mistake, and now this round is in favor of Numelops with Flyer in first and Suya in third. Crucial can still deny it. Theoman as well. Oh, Theoman has to release. Theoman will even be under pressure from UC. And now this round is looking pretty good for Numelops. Suya, though with not really good speed in the end. Ratchet won't snipe it though, but man, that was close. Wow, but didn't matter anyway because UC sniped Theoman at the end. Great run. Great run. And now Numelops are back in the lead with a 4-3 score. Oh, I see Suya dropping down. So it's a 2v3 situation again for Numelops. But this time Suya is 1 second behind, he's not as close as UC was. And it isn't looking so great, Flyer isn't off to a good start. Yeah, this round is looking pretty good for MnM. I think, Crucial also dropped down a bit, so now if UC can take first place. Oh, but I think UC crashed, yeah, but UC had to go for it. UC had to take first place over Ratchet. So it was a risk to take, and yeah, it didn't pay off. So this round will go to MnM, who will tie up the score again. UC had to try. UC had to try, because first place would have given him the round, and only first place. Did I mess up the score? I have doubt. So the score is 4-4, and it's 11-9 overall for MnM. So yeah, still that difference from the first map carrying over. But man, this match is tight. Oh, and Flyer hit the checkpoint. So now Suya and UC will have to take first and third. Respawn is allowed, so at least Flyer will be able to finish. So first and third is what UC and Suya need. Can they take it? I see Ratchet making a mistake. And now we have top 2. The road is clear for UC and Suya. Suya, however, isn't great speed, but Crucial is 2 tenths behind. Let's spectate Crucial. Yeah, this run is looking pretty damn good for Numelops. The top 2 is pretty safe at this point with 1 corner to go. Crucial is going for it, but he's too far back. And Numelops will take this round. Nice recovery. Nice recovery, and now Numelops are 2 points away from taking map number 2. And they are still 1 point behind when it comes to total score. Alright, so Ratchet in first. This round is for MnM right now, because Soya is off to a terrible start. However, Ratchet crashed from the lead, and that changed everything because now we have Flyer and UC with a 2-10 lead. And that changes everything because now this run is looking amazing for Numelops. And we have an additional mistake by Crucial, but UC crashed as well. It shouldn't matter much. Yeah, at least until further mistakes happen. But yeah, this round will go to Numelops. Numelops moving up to map point, and that could be a clutch moment because look at the score, it's 6-4, and a 7-4 score would be a big advantage. So really, really important run coming up for Numelops. Really, really important run coming up. They can get back into the lead overall if they can clutch this round. I feel like Numelops have a bit of an upper hand on this map. Can they take advantage of it? Because that upper hand is yeah, as small as it can be, so... Flyer is off to a good start. Right now the round is for Numelops, but not by a lot. Flyer has to stay first at all costs right now. And he's under big pressure. Suya is a bit further back, but he has to stay in front of Tioman at least. UC struggling to keep up, and now Flyer isn't first anymore, so this round is MnM's right now. But still, it's really close. Ratchet and Flyer right now at the front, and Crucial and UC as well battling for third. I think the fight for first will decide it. Flyer with a better line. Flyer will take first place. Yes, he will. And this round will go to Numelops thanks to that. Wow. What a clutch by Flyer. What an end. Great job by Flyer. And now the score is 7-4. Numelops will win map number 2. And now we'll get back into the lead overall with a 12-11 score. Wow. That's a clutch moment. Flyer, who is yeah, he used to be a top player in the major tournaments. And yeah, he shows that the skill is still there. At least when it comes to tech. I don't know how well he can perform otherwise, but he's still a top tech player, that's for sure. So map number 3 will be a Time Bottle by Skadi. Another map made by an MnM mapper. I'm not one of the people thinking that matters too much, not gonna lie. It usually don't matter at all, so you know, even though there's a lot of MnM maps, I don't think it will change the outcome by a lot. So sorry. Nevermind has a Daddy 1 with a 103.828, so pretty long map. Followed by Razor, Nod, Flyer, Mathix. Mathix coming back from the death for Numelops, maybe at the clutch time. Fourth place finisher at Lyon Esport. One of the major lands from last year. Actually, the major land since it's the only one that happened in 2020. And yes, Canyon 6. So yeah, we have 6 players plus Borbos who have the awesome medal on this map. That is hilarious. And yeah, around the 6 players, we have 3 players from each team. So here we go, we have a match. This map pack is only for the finals, I think, so that's why nobody else trained them. But yeah, so I guess the lineup will be Neverman, Razor, Skadi for MnM, and Nod, Flyer, Matix for Numelops. And yeah, Matix isn't active really often, but he's still one of the best players Numelops have to offer. Even when coming into Lyon Esports, Matix was coming out of a hiatus, and he was coming out of a break, and he got 4th place and he played amazing. So you know, Masix, even though he's not the most active player, he's a great player, really, really great player. And his internet doesn't look so great on the other hand. But yeah, typical Scadi map, so hairpin, etc. etc. Pretty difficult map by the looks of it, pretty long as well. So let's see how this will play out. I messed up the score? Oh yeah, I did. Because I knew it was 12-11, but I thought I updated it. Thanks for letting me know. I guess I forgot to add... Because yeah, I have one monitor, so I don't see my own score overlay when I'm in-game. I just use keyboard shortcut to add or remove points. So hence why sometimes I can like not notice that I'm not updating it properly. So yeah, I think it's 2 more warm-ups. It should be 2 more. And it's 2 more maps as well, this one and one another. Actually, there is a scenario where it can be over on this map. If Numelops wins 7-0, then the match is over. However, what I don't even know is what happens if we have a tie. Because with this match being decided on total round score, a tie can happen. Let me just ask. It's golden point on last map. Wow, not even tennis. Yeah, I agree, Azura. Yeah, but tennis mode in tennis mode in tennis mode when the outcome of the match is decided on total round score is completely useless. Cause yeah, tennis mode won't make a difference to the score whatsoever. It actually won't matter that much, you know. It only, yeah. I mean, I guess you can have winning a map gives you a 2-point advantage no matter what, and that can be something. But all in all, I think you should have tennis mode when maps decide the outcome of the match, and no tennis mode because it doesn't change anything when rounds decide it. And yeah, I would agree that golden point is trash, but it is what it is, and a tie isn't that likely anyway, so let's hope it won't come down to that. It's too late to change the rules anyway. It could be worse, players could lose their points. But yeah, round number 1 and in favor of MnM so far. Flyer and Nod, however, can still make it, especially now since Neverman crashed. All of a sudden, it's a top 2, a bright top 2 for Numelops with Flyer and Nod. They have, however, less than a tenth to spare, and they have to keep at least first and third. So Nod is under pressure, under big pressure. Scadi risking the last turn, but no speed out of it. And Nod will keep second place. Flyer in first. Wow, great run. and it will be a point for Numelops. Yeah, but I don't even know why it's a 4-map system for the final in the first place anyway, because the World Tournament was played with 3 maps, best of 3 maps, and you know, the system is great. I mean, it's great. It's literally the best system you can have in a match, you know. 3 maps, 3v3, best of 3, all good. Tennis mode on each map, perfect. Why? Yeah, well, it's too late. It's pointless to argue now about that, but just why? Yeah, anyway, back to the action. This round is well in favor of MnM with first and third for Nevermind and Razor, and Nevermind is actually well in front of his opponents. And looks like the third player from Numelops is nowhere to be seen, but again, Nevermind having problem with that hairpin. And again, now Numelops is in a prime position now with Nod and Flyer again at top 2. It's the exact same scenario than the previous one, except that the lead was even bigger this time. However, Skadi and Razor will clutch the last turn. This time Razor with the absolute clutch finish. What the hell? What an end by Razor. So this time MnM will save this round after all. Wow. Yeah, crazy round. It went up and down for each team. Crazy stuff happening. So yeah, let's see what will happen now. Nod dropping down really early on. Matix, who yeah, didn't really... Yeah, he was quite far back the first 2 rounds this time, though he's off to a better start. And he will need it because this time Nod, he has to back up Nod, who backed him up in the first 2 rounds. This round is even still, slightly in favor of MnM. Coming through the hairpin, it will catch up Razor and Matix this time around. So Flyer is up to first, and Nevermind will crash as well. I think it's a round for Numelops, because Nod is up to third, and the gaps are big now. So this round will surely go to Numelops. Flyer not choking the end, which is appreciable. So yeah, nice time right here. And a point for Numelops, 2-1. Which is a 14-12 overall, sorry. But yeah, but I'm telling you, the previous matches in the playoff were best of 3 maps. With yeah, regular best of 3 with tennis mode, you know, standard TMM format, you know, the usual stuff. And I mean, it was fine, you know. It's a format. It's a great format. I don't even see why we always try to fix it, you know. It's not broken. So yeah, this round is pretty close actually, with Matix and Nod first and second right now. I think some mistakes on the MnM side really hamper down the run. Yeah, Matix, however, sorry, not Matix, Flyer, sorry, made a mistake this time, but nice team spirit because his 2 teammates are able to back him up. We saw Numelops winning a round with Matix dropping down. We saw Numelops winning a round with Nod dropping down. And now we have a run with Flyer dropping down. So yeah, Numelops backing each other up. Nice teamwork right here. And that's a 3rd point for Numelops. Now the score is 3-1, which makes it 15-12 overall. Alright, so round number 5, if I remember correctly. Round number 5, Matix in first, but this round can go either way. It's so close. I was even lost for words. However, looks like this section was in favor of Numelops. We have the 3 players in front, but by a really small margin. The MnM players are still right here, even though looks like Razor and Nevermind lost a bit of time. No crashes on the Numelops side on the airpin, which is a tight spot on this map. Matix with some internet issues, which makes it annoying to spectate, but it's still a nice situation for Numelops. Can they keep it to the end? At least it will be it will be a nice for Numelops. Nice team effort. It was already tight for MnM when they had 2 Numelops players to worry about, but now they have all 3 of them. So now it's 4-1. Numelops looking great on this map. They can't seal the deal right now. I indeed mess up. I forgot to point to MnM. So you were actually right, Vag. Because I did say they had 12, but I didn't update it. So yeah, thanks for letting me know. 16-12 is the overall score. 4-1 on this map. And not with mistake. So yeah, Numelops cannot seal the deal on this map. But they can still get them into a prime position if they win by a large margin. And this round is still theirs. Matix and Flyer are in first and second right now. So it's still a round for Numelops. Flyer needs third right now. Because Matix is quite safe in first place and Razor crashed. So now there's no pressure whatsoever on Flyer. Because only Scuddy is behind. So he can let Scuddy go. Oh, but Flyer will crash! What an unnecessary mistake, and Scuddy will snipe the end! Oh, man, what a necessary mistake! He had no pressure whatsoever, he could not even go for the outside line. Man. That will be a point for MnM, a gifted point to MnM at this point. Matix as well was so far in front and he got clutched by Scuddy right on the end. I think he saved it way too much, but I mean he could. If Flyer didn't crash, it was a run for MnM, for Numelops anyway, even without Matix in first. And now this round is going well for MnM. Is this a turning point? Is this a turning point? Because now it's top 2 for MnM with Nevermind and Razor. However, awful transition by Nevermind will drop down right before the airpin. Will Razor make it out the airpin? Yes, he will. Flyer as well, Matix as well. This round is still for MnM though. One of the Numelops players will have to get back to first and they have 1/10 to catch up. Not that much pressure on Razor because you have a 1/10 lead. Can he keep it together in the end? Razor's going wide and Razor will crash! And that will give the point to Numelops. And Razor is angry. Razor is angry at himself. And now it's 5-2. Now it is 5-2. I just hurt my neck for a reason. But yeah, now it's 5-2. Can Numelops put the hammer down? They have an upper hand for sure on this map. But MnM can still do some damage imitation right here. They can still get a bunch of points. This round right now is in their favor. Nod, however, is overtaking Scuddy, so now it is for Numelops. Oh, but Matix will drop down at the airpin. He will crash in the inside wall, so now it's looking pretty good for MnM. No pressure whatsoever, because Nod is alone. Unless they completely choke this end, the point will go to MnM. And they won't choke this end, the point will go to MnM. Score will be 5-3 now, which makes it 17, 13, 14. Sorry for that. 17-14 overall in favor of Numelops. Now this is round number 9. Let's hope we won't go until round 45. Alright, so Matix in first, not going a bit too wide right here. So this round is now in favor of Numelops actually, because Matix is in 5th. And yeah, it's even more in favor of Numelops right now with Matix and not back to 3rd and 4th. However, Flyers still have some pressure from Razor. Razor also clipping the grass will lose quite some ground. Flyer going a bit wide, but he will make it just barely, and this round will be in favor of Numelops. Numelops off to map point. And it's a clutch round, because if Numelops wins this map 7-3, it will be really difficult for MnM to come back on the last map. It will be doable, but it will be difficult, so clutching this round right now would be yeah, a huge step forward in this grand final for Numelops. So yeah, this round right here is really important, and for MnM as well, they have to save as many rounds as they can for yeah, coming into last map. And right now this round is in favor of MnM. And Flyer with an awful transition, so now this run with will surely go to MnM. MnM, never mind. Matix crashed, so the outcome of this round should be unchanged. Do we have a top 2 for MnM? Do I have a Notki on Skadi? Yes, I do. And right when I do, we overtake Razor, so yes, thanks for that. But Skadi will go for safe finish. And yeah, MnM will get an extra point out of this map. At least 1 extra point. They can get more still. And if there's tennis mode, they are 2 points away from tennis mode as well. So yeah, it's still an important round for Numelops, because yeah, 7-4 would still be a really good advantage coming into the last map. So let's see how this will play out. Matix is in a good position, but it's anyone's round right now. Matix and Nevermind battling for first. I see a Nod with not a good transition at all. But Flyer isn't too far back. Yeah, Nod is back to last. I don't know how far he is. So again, a really bad transition by Flyer. On that particular transition, he's not too far back though. No victim in the airpin, at least not up front. So it looks good for MnM. I think we got a crash from Numelops player, so this round we surely go to MnM now. Unless we see some crashes at the end. Yeah, but the crash will come on Matic's side, so it will be a nice for MnM. MnM clutching it at the moment. MnM is clutching it to stay alive. It pays off. So it's 6-5 now. That's quite a missed opportunity to take a big advantage on Numelops' side. They can still salvage a decent advantage out of this though by winning this very next round. So let's see. Matix, Nod and Flyer in quite good position, not out of this corner, so Nevermind will crash. So maybe there's an opportunity. Yes, Caddy is down as well. That's the biggest opportunity for Numelops to close this map out. And going into the last map with a 3-point advantage, which would be a decent advantage. Matix saving it. He has to. There's nothing to win right now. The round is safe. Just have to cruise it into the finish line. And they will pull this off. Numelops will take map number 3, which will put them to a score of 19... 1916. Did I say GG? I didn't say GG. So score is 1916. This means if Numelops scores 4 points, they are ensured to play golden point. And if they score 5, they win the tournament. So yeah, Numelops are 5 points away from winning the tournament. Meanwhile, MnM has to win 7-4 to force golden point. So yeah, the situation is pretty damn clear at the moment. Let's see how this will play out. It can go either way. Last map will be Daydream by Enisado, which is a map from the global map pack provided by Isaac.gg. Daydream. WR is 56.331 by Ratchet. UC has 371, VAG has 375, Flyer has 421, Speedy has 444, and Scaddy has 465. And Crucial 551. And yes, the other one are too far back, so won't play this map most likely. So yeah, we have quite even PBs on both sides, so I expect a really close match once again, which you know, isn't working too well for MnM, I guess. Because yeah, they need to win by quite a margin, so they can't afford too close of a match. What else can we say? Yeah, we can say that his ending is using custom blocks. Of course, we've seen other custom blocks on these tracks. But yeah, this finish is yeah, has been used several times in TMNF and on TM2. It's also famously known because Corl, the French Corl, choked an ESWC final as a finalist on a similar finish, and yeah, and then he got fourth in the end. So yeah, that was a yeah, really sad moment for him, which gave no, I think it's for runner-up that he choked. Bergie already won, and yeah, he could have got second place, and he choked it on that ending. Like, he was alone, it was the same jump, and he jumped under the finish. Or he hit the ceiling. One of those. Can't remember. That was yeah, actually over 10 years ago now. And yeah, 11 years later we still have finishes like that. We also had one on an ESWC 2015 map. Made by Wormy. But yeah, we didn't see as many spectacular things on that one. I mean, at least not for the final victory. So yeah, let's see how this map will play out. the MnM Stadium is crowded, as you can see, despite the pandemic restrictions. And we'll cheer for their team. I think we have one more warm-up right here. Flyer, UC and Vag versus Ratchet, Speedy and Scaddy. MnM needs a 7-4 score at least to force Golden Point. Meanwhile, Numelops are 5 points away from winning the whole tournaments and and win the incredible cash prize of $0 US. So who will become rich tonight? Will it be Numelops or will it be MnM? Only one way to find out is to stay tuned and watch this final map with us. Let's go. Good luck, have fun. May the best team win. Let's see how this will play out. So we have Flyer, Vag and UC versus Speedy, Scaddy and Ratchet. Numelops need 5 points. MnM needs 7-4 to go to Golden Point, 7-3 to win the whole thing on the spot. Map is Daydream by Enisado, last map of the day. So yeah, it's coming down to the wire. Which team will take the whole thing? Right now, this first round is favoring MnM with a rainbow, red-blue rainbow. Oh, and Flyer with a mistake, so now it will be really tough for Numelops. Only Vag didn't make a mistake so far. Speedy and Ratchet with such a lead. Yeah, UC and Flyer over, second behind. It will be a point for MnM. Even Vag is dropping down near the end. Ratchet going for a safe finish, he can afford it. He will lose the spot, but that doesn't matter. It only prevents the ace, but it's not worth any points to do aces. So first blood on this last map will go to MnM, showing that they are ready to pull off the comeback. Oh, and Vag and Flyer dropping down in the same corner. So it's almost already a second point in the bag of MnM. They can save it so much at this point. They have 2 seconds to spare for all 3 players. So yeah, this round is pretty much over before it even started. And yeah, MnM almost catching up their point deficit. Almost. Oh, Speedy with a no slide. Doesn't matter yet. A choke in the finish line can still happen, who knows? Speedy still in third anyway, so I doubt it. But yeah, they will go for a safe finish. Smart decisions have been taken by the MnM players, which will give him another round. And now they're 1 point behind. Yeah, they're 1 point behind. So yeah, 2-0 on this last map. It's not starting well at all for Numelops. Can they bounce back? Flyer going really wide, but didn't get caught by the wall. This time everyone made it, but the red players are in front of the blue players. So, oh, I see a mistake by Numelops player, and his run was already looking really bad. The MnM players looking really strong on this one. Looking to score a third round in a row. Flyer is moving up to first, but doesn't matter at this point. UC, however, he has caught up to the back of the pack, so maybe UC can clutch the end. Maybe UC can make something happen. He needs to get third, but I think he crashed. Yeah, he did indeed, and Flyer didn't get a great ending anyway. He got passed by Ratchet and Speedy, so now, in 3 rounds only, Numelops' Numelops' lead is gone. Numelops' lead is gone, and it doesn't look great, not gonna lie. For Numelops, of course. Because MnM has been dominant with these first 3 rounds. It wasn't really close, you know. So yeah, Numelops really need to bounce back really badly. Otherwise, the points will go up pretty quickly for their opponents. This round looks a little bit better, with Flyer in first and UC in third, Vag in fourth. It's still a close round though. Not a great downhill by UC. Vag going way too wide, avoids the crash, but he will drop down to last place. UC needs third now, and this time he won't avoid the crash. UC now has to take third with Flyer in first, and he's a bit far back now. Scaddy and Speedy with an upper hand, even Scaddy is in front. And everyone will make it into the finish, so this round will go to MnM. 4-0 lead. MnM is only 3 points away from winning the tournament. They are 3 points away from winning the whole thing. Numelops have to start scoring now. The situation is critical. The situation is critical for Numelops. They need to start scoring now. The confidence is at its maximum for MnM. I think even it's a 2v3 for Numelops in this round. It is indeed. Vag is far back. So UC needs third badly. And yeah, Flyer isn't guaranteed to stay in first neither. So they have to clutch this. Not great speed by Flyer, will lose first place. And now it's looking even worse for Numelops. Ratchet and Speedy are first and second. UC and Flyer will need as he can. UC is coming back. But he's a bit wide. Can he clutch it in the end? Yes, UC won't take first and Flyer crashed the end anyway. It's not looking great for Numelops. MnM really dominating this very last map. And now they are 2 rounds away from winning the whole thing. And it doesn't look like Numelops can pull off the comeback. I mean, it can happen, of course. They have the players to do that, but they will have to step up their game, and by quite a lot. Because Numelops wasn't even that close to scoring a point so far, and this round isn't looking great neither. MnM putting the hammer down. This round is well in favor of MnM again. Oh, and now UC is dead, and this, yeah, MnM will move up to tournament points, and then we'll have 5 tournament points. So yeah, 5 tournament points for MnM. Numelops need to win 5 rounds in a row to take the whole thing. 5 tournament points. In 6-minute times it came out for a good situation for Numelops into a critical. They need to step up their game by a lot right now. It's the very last moment they can do it. The score is 6-0. Oh, Speed is down. This could be the opportunity to get the confidence back. Ratchet is down as well. If a turning point is possible for Numelops, it is right now. They can even go for a safe finish at this point. They can let Skadi go. And that could be what brings their confidence back. And what makes the other team doubting. This kind of rounds, it can be the turning point. They will go for the risky finish, which is a decision I fully disagree on. But they made it. So, yeah, Numelops is still alive in this tournament. They need, however, 4 more rounds in a row. It might be the beginning of a very long journey, but the reward is big. It ain't over until it's over. They need to keep believing in it. This run showed that it is possible. Let's see. Flyer up to first, but a lot of red players surrounding him. Ratchet and Skadi in good position to take the whole thing. It's still doable for Numelops, but they have bottom 2 right now, even though it's only 2 tets back. Vags and UC slightly for a brief moment overtaking Speedy. Oh, I think this might be it. Vag is out of it. UC need to move up 1 more spot. And Flyer will crash into the finish. This is it. MnM Gaming wins Velocity Team Cup 2021 in a spectacular fashion with a 7-1 in the last map. Numelops completely drowning on this last map, coming with a 3 points advantage. And they completely drowned. But MnM plays solid. I mean, it wasn't a complete choke or anything. MnM played great on this last map, but 7-1, wow. Considering how close the match has been all day long, MnM really put the hammer down right on the spot. So yeah, let's see who I can raid now, because that will be it for me. I'm completely tired at this point. Yeah, TMGL plus this long match is too much for your man. So let's see who's streaming some Trackmania right now. Looks like I will raid. Let's see who I should raid. I will raid someone I don't know, Lexi TVZ. Yeah, let's just raid this person. Let's just raid this person and yeah, wish him a good stream and good night. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this cast. I don't know what will be the next one. If you want to see me on TMGL, I'm on the Team BDS channel. When it comes to other matches, I don't know when I will be back on this channel, so yeah. See you until then, and yeah, thank you for tuning in, and bye bye.